Hi, my name is Garet Christopher. This is my YouTube channel, Garet's Sports Take. So today we're going to talk about the NFL. The actual trading season just began. And so they have this, what is it, like fake trading, fake free agency that opens up a few days beforehand, and already some things start off. And there's already one team that got burnt because they said they're going to get this one player and he went somewhere else, whatever that case may be. By the way, please visit my other YouTube channel, Garet's Movie Take. I've talked about a movie called For Love of the Game. To me, one of Kevin Costner's finest. It's about baseball and love and Vin Scully. Don't forget that. By the way, also visit, not my website. I put a stop on that for right now, so you will not get anything on GaretChristopher.com. There's nothing, nada. Go to Amazon.com or BN.com to check out one of my 5 novels, and available both in paperback and ebook. Or you can get one of my audiobooks available through Audible or Amazon. Or check out my weekly podcast available on Soundcloud and Spotify, and you'll get actually a taste of my 3rd audiobook, The Takeover, part 1 of a sci-fi series. I'm putting that out there week by week. I think you'll enjoy it. If you do like it, get the whole kit and caboodle available on, again, Amazon or Audible. All right, so there you have it. So today I've done a few, if I'm just like rushing and racing through, I've been talking straight for like an hour and a half and I'm all ramped up. I don't drink caffeine too much, so I'm just ramped up on life, baby. Okay, so I talked about baseball a minute ago, and please check out my YouTube channel, Sports, on that one, talking about the Dodgers specifically, Trevor Bauer. Please check that one out. Let me know what you think. I kind of went devil's advocate, and I want to know what you think. Okay, NFL season. So we've got a ways before any preseason games come into play and the whole season, that kind of a thing. And I said it before, congratulations to the LA Rams, for their championship, and congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals for going to the Super Bowl. Just outstanding, and looking forward to Joe Burrow and his career. Yeah, super duper duper. Okay, I feel much better about my Miami Dolphins than I did a few weeks back. You know, when the Brian Flores thing came into play, and I guess right now the latest is he's still a matter of, assuming the Dolphins and some other teams, and some of that traction has been kind of set to the side. And what I love is the fact that you didn't hear a lot about the Dolphins after Mr. Brian Flores brought those claims up. The Dolphins didn't kind of come through, except for Stephen Ross, the owner, came through and kind of defended his position as far as things he said or was stated that he said or didn't say. Yeah, but really, I kind of find the new regime has been kind of calm and quiet and going into, and so far I've liked the moves they've made in this free agency period. But beyond that, big changes. Tom Brady. Did anyone think he was really retiring? I did, for sure. Come on. Look, I know he didn't win it last year, but he won it the year before, and he's won it so many times before that. What else can you do? I mean, this guy's just like, it's just a physical, him, LeBron, and just incredible. So he's coming back with Tampa Bay. Just incredible. Hey, is Gronk not coming back? He's still a free agent. Is he just playing like hardball? I would have thought he was one of the ones just trying to talk Tom to coming back to the Bucks, but he's still out there. By the way, in looking at the free agents that are still available after the first couple of days of both fake and real free agency, I noticed a lot of them are 30 and above. In a sport where you come out of college and you're 22, 21, 23, and of course the life expectancy, depending what it is, be a quarterback, running back, whatever, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, maybe, that kind of a thing. Now, by the time you hit 30 and all that, it becomes tough. And the fact that you were great, you were even a Pro Bowler 2-3 years ago, that kind of goes by the wayside. Now I'm kind of looking through there, a lot of big names, but big names that were big names a few years back, and now they're just kind of out there. Now some of them are just playing hardball with their own teams. They just want to come back on, and teams are trying to make cap space so they can bring certain people in and that kind of a thing. And again, it's still very, very early in the game. But if you look through all the different free agents that are still available on the board, they're pretty much all 30 and older. So, but they'll land spots, 95% of them somewhere, at least get invited to training camp and go from there. So Tom Brady comes back. Russell Wilson, I'm very surprised by that. Was it just time? To jump to basketball real fast, and as a Lakers fan, there was a time when Pat Riley needed to leave the Lakers. It was time. And Magic and those guys, after what happened in '89 happened, what happened is that Magic, Byron Scott pulled a hamstring before game 1 against the Detroit Pistons in the World Championship. And then Magic pulls a hammy in, I think it was game 2. Not as severe, but still pulled it. And they all complained about the fact that Pat was just like running like crazy prior to that series. And he was just become a tyrant. And it was time for Pat to go. Pat shows up again in Miami, and boom, championship. Now, of course, you had D Wade and Shaq initially, and then after that, LeBron and all that kind of a thing. So there comes a time. So was it time for Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll to kind of split up? And Russell just wanted a switch. And the Denver Broncos, I was surprised by that. Denver, you don't want to go anywhere else? That was his choice, from what I understand. Similar climate, kind of, right, to Seattle. A little more altitude, I believe, in Denver. And someone pointed out the fact that Denver, despite the fact they really had no, good quarterback there, they had a really good season, and they have a good team. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Russell, I know, is a heck of an athlete, a heck of a quarterback. And for his size and all that, this guy, he gets the most. We'll see if Kyler Murray does the same thing with his career. But Russell's gotten the most out of his body, his physique, that's for sure. That guy's he's a monster. And likes and dislikes, it's funny. Him and the guy in Green Bay who signed a humongous contract extension, I think 150 over the next 3 years to stick around there. Yeah, someone was playing somebody over there, right? I don't like those two guys. I don't like him. And I don't like Russell too much, but they're great athletes. And I'll tell you what, as a Dolphins fan, I'd take either one right now, and then I just love them to death. I'm just jealous. They're both good looking. They're both pro athletes. They're both successful. And who am I? About this. Anyway, it was a gift, actually. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay, let's see what else went on. So you look at it. So now in your AFC West, man, quarterbacks up and down the line, right? Who we got? You got Derek in Vegas, Mahomes in KC, the quarterback we should have drafted as a Dolphins fan, Justin Herbert at Chargers, and now you got Russell in Denver. That's tough, man. Name another division that has that kind of a lineup. I mean, at one point, maybe was it the NFC, is it South, the one that has the Saints and the Falcons? I mean, at one point close to that, but I don't know. I'll look into that. Before I give my predictions, I'll look into that and just see what other divisions had quarterbacks. The whole division, quarterbacks like that. Really, really cool. Pittsburgh. So Mitchell, Trubisky. Really? He didn't do well in Chicago. He had points here and there, but you picked him up for a couple of years. Give it a shot, I guess. Do you plan on not having a very good season? And maybe there's someone coming out of college that you can pick up somewhere. That'll be interesting. I don't know. I've got to look at the rest of their roster, but that's going to be quite a change, quite a switch. And I can't tell you. I'm not a Steelers fan, so I can't tell you who else they have in the fold as far as who's going to be battling for that quarterback position, the starting position. But yeah. As far as my team, I guess they're going with Tua. They're going with him big time, and right now trying to find a right tackle to guard against his blind side. But they made some good moves. I like it. Brought back some key pieces. So far, I like the coach's approach, and I feel good about it. I feel like there's some cohesiveness there and stuff coming together. So that's cool. Let's see what else we got. Surprise-wise, wasn't there another quarterback switch somewhere? Tyrod Taylor. He's going to get his chance. And we'll see what happens over there. I think that was it. There was one more switch somewhere like that. Again, just like in baseball, I didn't watch a lot of football last year. I watched my team. But aside from that, I didn't watch a whole lot. The playoffs, of course, and into that. But yeah, man, I don't know who these cornerbacks are. I don't know who the linemen are. I don't know who, the quarterbacks, basically, yes, I know who they are. But beyond the running backs, I don't know any of that. So I'll study up on it before we get into and talk about certain positions and spots like that. Just like last year, I don't really get into any of the, what do you call it? Anyway, I'll just talk about contenders, right? Each division. And I did pretty well last year. If you look at my last year thing and then look at where everyone sat. Now, I didn't pick Cincy to do what they did, that's for sure. And I did pick my Dolphins to take number 2 in the AFC East, and that didn't happen. Close, but they came close. It was like a game out. So come on now. It wasn't like it was so far off, but yeah, there you have it. Have I told you my Derek Carr story? Yeah, I did. Check that out too, just so you know. I grew up, I didn't grow up with him. I'm sorry, I didn't grow up with him. I worked with Derek Carr's dad. Mr. Carr, if you ever see this, your dad, Roger Carr, will you please tell him to call me, to contact me? GaretChristopher@gmail.com. Please, I want to talk to him and let him know your dad did a couple of great things for me going into college. I want to say thanks to that. I said put that plug in there. Plus, I wouldn't mind going to a game, on your ticket. Okay, what else we got going on? I think that was it. Man, I'm missing something. There's a big thing that happened somewhere. So what we'll do, I'll leave it alone for like a month or so, and then we'll talk each division, and we'll go through different moves they've made and strengths and weaknesses for each team, and do all that kind of thing leading up into the preseason, and to go from there. Sound good enough? Man, I'm missing something. I'll remember as soon as I cut this thing off. But anyway, hey, please check out my baseball thing, the Trevor Bauer specifically. Check that out for me. And my movie, I'm looking over here because where my movie set is right over here. And my movie my episodes, I call them. But yeah, that YouTube channel as well. And let me know what you think on that one. Have you seen The Batman yet? Check it out. It's a really good film. Really good film. All right. That's it. There's my NFL rant, because I'm just like talking about whatever. Okay? Hey, take care of yourself. GoPro, stop recording.